What is going on, guys? How is it going today? My name is Scapenomics, and welcome back to another money-making video and flipping session here on this lovely live stream. Now, before we get into anything too serious today, you might have noticed I sound a little bit different, and I'm very happy to announce that we are using a new microphone setup here on the channel. And let me know how the audio sounds. I do expect it to sound a little bit off at first until I kind of fine-tune the settings, but I'm very, very excited that I've got a new microphone. I'm so happy to use it. And I've got, look at this, just real quick. I've got this boom arm as well. Very, very nice. So literally just because of the 24-hour live stream, we were able to get that. So thank you to everybody who tuned into that live stream. But enough of the distractions today, guys. It's been a while since we've had a flipping session. It has been a long time. I think the last stream was about 11 days ago, guys. So we got to sit back, kick back, and make some money today. And I hope the audio sounds good. Everyone popping into the chat today. We got Lewinteg, we got Benny. He says, what's up? Good to see you, Benny. Thank you for stopping by, man. We got Tyler Coleman as well. He says, hey, bro, I haven't seen the latest streams. Hope you make some bank. I will do my best to make some bank today on this live stream. Thank you for stopping by, Tyler. We also have Fenris, and he says, what's up? Good to see you, Fenris. Now you can hear that full what's up in that HD sound setting. So good to see you, man. We got Snack Food as well. Connor popping in as well. Mage Buys as well. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. We've got this crisp microphone here today, so hopefully you guys are enjoying the audio quality. And guys, I'm just ready to sit back, kick back, have a nice beer, and get into a nice little flipping session today. Now, if you couldn't tell already, I've had a couple beers already. I've been watching some American football today, and my roommate, you know, he wanted to have a few beers with it, so I couldn't leave him behind. I had to give him a couple drinks as well. Citizen23 says, what's up, brother? Nice microphone. Thank you. Mage Mize, good to see you as well. Now, before we get too distracted, let's go ahead and list some flips, guys. We've got 1,342,000,000 GP to work with today. We're going to see how much money we can actually make off of it. Now, one flip that I did do earlier today, guys, was the Carol's armor sets, and they actually worked out really well for us. So we're going to go back and do another quantity of those. They're actually selling for the same exact price that they were earlier, so I do wonder if the buy price has changed, and it has, just slightly. I think earlier I was buying these for 20,030,000, but now it looks like the margin has moved up 20k or so. But anyway, we're going to go buy a couple of these, we're going to list them, let them do their thing, and we're just going to go from there, guys. Good to see everybody today. Did we get a donation? Holy yo, what? Oh my goodness, I totally missed it. Fenris, I'm so sorry, man. He says, Fenris, thank you for the $15, man. I really do appreciate that. He says, it's a small amount in comparison to the value of entertainment you've given me over the years. Thanks. Dude, Fenris, man, thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate that. A 15er right off the bat? It's going to be a great stream, guys. And again, Fenris, thank you so much, man. I would have missed that. I got super into the flipping, so I do appreciate, Vin, you pointing that out for me. Good to see you as well. But Fenris, again, thank you, man. 15, that's really incredible and very generous. I do appreciate that. Now, let's get back into the flipping, though. Let me go ahead and list a few easy items to start off today. I want to catch up with you guys. It's been a little bit since we've had a stream, and I know that. And I do apologize for that. I was away on a little bit of a business trip, which is, you know, obviously not something I can really stream during, right? So, unfortunately, I did have to take a small little, not really a break from streaming, but I guess it was a break, but it was a mandatory break from streaming, okay? I didn't want to take it. But now we're back, so thank you guys for tuning in today. Leave a like if you are enjoying this live stream, and let me know in the live chat, how does the new microphone sound? I bet it sounds pretty dang good if I had to guess. We've got about a 10k margin on the Guthan's armor sets, actually a little bit more. We're going to take it. It's not my favorite margin, I got to be honest, but we'll take those free profits, man. Rip Tube, hello. Scapenomics says Joshua Resnick. Yes, Joshua, we did go through a slight name change here on the channel. And honestly, I really think it's for the better. I do love the name Tube as well, of course. But Scapenomics seems to fit the brand a little bit more. I feel like the branding on the name is just a little bit better. And of course, you know, changes, no one really likes change, right? In the beginning, change can be super weird. So trust me, you can still call me Sierra if you'd like. I won't ever forget that name. It means a lot to me, as that is what I started the channel with. But yes, we are going through a little bit of a rebrand here. We'll probably have a new avatar logo as well, so look out for that. It's in the works. Da Bear, says Citizen 23. Ooh, I'm slurring a little bit on stream, guys. I gotta get it together, man. We gotta keep a fresh stream today. Now, let's go ahead and do the Bandos chestplate next. We're basically gonna cycle through all of those high-end PVM items. I did flip a few of them this morning, but I don't think we're still on limit. We should be off limit by this point. I tried to calculate it out to make sure we're getting less than 10k on those Bandos chestplates. I don't think we're gonna go in on that, honestly. Identity crisis. Oh, Snack Food Man, good to see you. Thank you for stopping by, man. Let's go ahead and we're going to do the Staff of Light, actually, is one we're actually going to cycle into next. People in the Discord group have been flipping the Staff of Light and the Staff of the Dead here recently a very good bit, and some people have been clearing 1 mil on the limits of these items, so I want to make sure we can give that a shot today and see if we can actually get a similar profit. Doesn't really look like the Staff of Light is going to give us that good of a profit, but we'll check out the Staff of the Dead as well. And by the way, guys, if you are not with us on Discord, we would love to have you join that. Basically, the Discord group it's kind of just like a bunch of flippers. It's like a community of flippers who, whether you're a beginner or an experienced flipper, we've got everything in there. And we'd love to have you in there as well. We'd love to teach you our flipping tips. Maybe you can share some with us. And yeah, we post a bunch of our own flips in there, and we encourage users to do the same. So we'd love to have you in there. Link in the description below. But anyway, let's go ahead and get some of these Staffs of the Dead here. We'll get 7 of those going. We're going to list them, let them do their thing. And trust me, I'll get into the live chat in a minute, guys. I just want to make sure we get all of our flips listed so we can make some profit today. As it really has been a few days since I've done some serious flipping, I did do a little bit of flipping like while I was away on mobile, but I didn't really make any significant profits. I was trying to do some items that I usually don't do just to see if I could like passively flip them and make a little bit of money off of it, but it actually didn't work out as well as I thought it would. And I'm always transparent with you guys, right? If a flip doesn't work, I'm going to tell you, and it wasn't working out for us, so trust me. We're going to try to find some new items as far as like passive flips go, but I thought I'd share that the endeavors that I did undertake did not succeed. They didn't not succeed, but they didn't really, they didn't not succeed, but they barely succeeded, if that makes sense. Anyway, I flipped Amulets of Glory. I had like 50,000 of them or something like that, and we sold them off for like, I don't know, it was like 100 GP profit or something, which was a lot less than I was expecting to get, but at least we sold them off. And dude, look at this boom arm, man. It's so cool, man. It's honestly such a game changer for the streaming. It's like literally in the past, I had to hunch over like this. Like I had to like hunch onto the microphone like this. Oh my god, it was awful. And now I've got this nice boom arm, and I can just put it wherever I want. So thank you guys for the generosity on the 24-hour live stream. It was incredible, and it's allowed me to get a lot better streaming gear, and this microphone is insane. So thank you guys. Anyway, let's go ahead and list some more stuff. Sebastian says, how do you stay up all night? Gotta fix my sleeping, and I thought I may as well make some bank. Nice to see you streaming again, Sierra bro. Yes, Sebastian, I was on a little bit of a trip, but we are back. And let me go ahead and actually list, I'm gonna do some Ceradome God Swords next, actually. This is gonna be a great stream today, guys, because every time, you know, I didn't take a mandatory break, I didn't take a, optional break, right? I had to go to a work thing, so I could not stream, but I'm back now, so I'm very happy to be back. And on top of all of that, like the streams where you come back from a while after you haven't streamed like over a week or so, like those streams, in my opinion, they're just so fun. So today is going to be a great day. We're going to list some items. We're going to flip some items back and forth. And let me know if you guys want me to flip anything today. I'm down to try anything. Thank you guys for stopping by on this lovely, lovely Sunday evening. And leave a like if you enjoy, and let's get into it. Let's go ahead and do, wow, pretty good margin on the Abute Hearts. We're going to clear 100k on those, actually, which is quite surprising, actually. I didn't expect to make that much on them. And do excuse me if the commentary is a little bit rough today. Sometimes it takes me just a little bit to get back into it, so it'll be all about clearing up the cobwebs. We have Waterproof07. He says, hey man, I see you've changed your channel name. Waterproof, good to see you, man. Yes, we're going through a little bit of a channel rebranding. Of course, I'll never forget the old name ZeroTube, right? That was an incredible name, and it's what we've had since the start of our YouTube journey. But I did think that the name Scapenomics was just a little bit more in tune with the branding. It sounded a little bit better, in my opinion. So that's what we're going to go with for now, and I really like the new name, guys. So hopefully you do as well, and let me know if you do. Wild Muffin, good to see you, man. Rip the stream demon. Yeah, right, dude. The stream demon is gone. We've banished him. Sarah Doman helped us out with that one. Anyway, we still have 552 million GP to deploy onto the exchange. And I think we're going to do the Amulet of Torture next. We might as well cycle through the Zenyte Jewelry. I really like flipping the Zenyte Jewelry. It's kind of one of my favorite items to flip, I would say. Just because the speed that the Zenyte Jewelry flips is typically a lot faster than some of your other higher-end PVM items. And recently, the Zenyte Jewelry has been on kind of a price run here. Not really upwards or downwards, but it's just been a volatile item recently, which has made the margins very, very nice to flip. And we're going to go ahead and flip a few of those here for about 30k or so. We have Lewintag. He says, so would you say for passive flips, more people do raising items or items that are crashing? I prefer crashing. So, Lewintag, here's the difference, man. So if you're doing a passive flip on an item, and it's an item that is crashing in price, well, the problem with that is you don't typically know where the bottom of that price crash actually is, right? So, for example, let's say Dragon Bones are crashing in price, which I think recently they have been. If you bought a bunch at 2,000 after they crashed from like 2,500, well, you would actually be out of luck, right? Because now they're down to like 1,900 each. So you'd actually be selling for a loss in a situation like that, and you would have mistimed the bottom incorrectly, which would have put you at a loss. But if you flip an item that is on an upward price trend, then typically you don't have, the only problem with an upward price trend is it's hard to actually buy the item, right? Because you put a listing in and the item keeps raising and your offers don't fill, right? So it's a little bit of a tough situation on both ends, but I always prefer doing passive flips on items that are rising, because even though they are a little bit more management work, I do find that they tend to give you a little bit better profit overall in the end. So that's just my 2 cents on it. Garafa says, can you try high volume items? I don't think I've seen you here before, Garafa, so good to see you. Yes, we can try some high volume items here today. Don't you worry. We'll get into it here in a minute. And let me just clear up some other slots first. And of course, Garafa, if you have any items you'd like me to try out, let me know. We'll definitely give those a shot. I do the crashing due to panic sellers. It's not a bad idea as well. You know, one is not really better than the other in a sense. It's kind of like one of those things where I say, you know, it's personal preference, right? It's personal preference. Now, we're watching some of these flips on the exchange here. Like I said earlier in the stream, I did go ahead and flip some Carol's armor sets earlier today before the stream, and like a couple hours before. And they're still they're still selling around the same price, but they're buying a little bit higher than they were. We're going to let those sit for a little bit here. The Guthan's armor sets, not really doing a lot of price action for us, and on top of that, they're only making us about 10k, so we're definitely going to cut right out of that one and try to get a new listing in its place. There's really not a point in sitting on those Guthan's armor sets if they're only going to make us 10k, considering we have plenty of GP to deploy into some flips today. We're going to try to get those Amulets of Torture off as fast as possible. And these Bandos Hasses are still buying, no concerns there. We'll leave the Staves of Light for a little bit longer, but it's kind of looking like a sketchy situation on those. I don't really like the price they're at right now. Typically, every time they go over 5 mil, I'm skeptical of flipping them, and they've well cleared 5 mil, excuse me, 5 mil at this point. So we got to be a little bit skeptical trying to flip those. Actually, we're not going to flip those. Actually, doesn't really seem like a good idea at all. We're going to cycle right out of that item. We'll follow it up with the Necklace of Anguish next, though. And since the Zenyte Jewelry seems to be buying pretty quickly, I mean, we got those Amulets of Torture without much of an issue. We'll cycle back into the Necklaces of Anguish, and we'll try to get a few of those listed. We're looking at a pretty good margin on those. Looks like it's going to be a little bit over 40k. and we'll list a full limit of those, which is 8 every 4 hours. So we're going to go do 7 since we did flip 1 for the margin check. Chef's Cookin' stopping by. He says, hey, good to see you, Chef's Cookin'. Thank you for stopping by, man. And of course, if you are enjoying the live stream, be sure to drop a like, man. It does help me out a lot. We've got the water here as well, guys. Don't you worry. 30 viewers. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. I know it has been a little bit since we've had a stream, but we're back on our normal schedule. So we'll be live tomorrow, Wednesday, and Friday, and Saturday. I'll schedule them here on the YouTube channel so you guys know exactly when I'm streaming, and it goes exactly to your time zone. I think YouTube converts it for you guys, which is quite nice. But we had a question here from Dan Gonzalez. He says, how do you find something to invest in? I'm going to be off RS for a while, but I don't want my stack just sitting in the bank. Currently have about 60 mil. Dan, we can actually point you in the right direction as long as you tell us how long you think you're going to be off RuneScape for. Because if you're going to be off for 6 months, well, that's a lot different than only being off for a month or a couple of weeks. So let us know if you can, or if you know yourself, how long you're going to be off the game. That'll help us give a better time frame for these investments that we can recommend. I'll be gone for a month or two. That could be a tough one. If you're going to be gone for a month, so here's the thing with investments, it's a little bit difficult, right? Because if Jagex does any certain updates to the game, or if they add another Prime event, then obviously the situation changes. But I would say for now, a decent investment might be the Dragon Bones. If you're gone for 2 months, I would say Dragon Bones is a pretty safe one. Currently, the price is pretty battered down due to Twitch Prime bots, and I would expect a price recovery to happen like maybe a week or so after the Twitch Prime event ends. But again, it's more of like, I'm skeptical to recommend it, right? Because I don't want to be wrong, and I don't want you to invest into all these Dragon Bones and, not get any profit or potentially even lose profit. But, I would be pretty surprised if Dragon Bones trend lower after the Twitch Prime events end. And the reason that is because they're already so cheap. And prayer is an essential skill that almost every player who enjoys combat, whether it's PvP or PvM, needs to get up. So that puts Dragon Bones in a good spot for demand. I also think they're one of the best GP per XP ratios out there. So I think Dragon Bones will always be in demand. The problem is there's just a big oversupply of them right now. So anyway, Dan, hopefully that helps you out. I can talk with you offline in our Discord group as well and think a little bit more through the process if you'd like. But just off the top of my head, I think Dragon Bones are looking pretty juicy if you're going to be gone for about 2 months or so. Hopefully that helps you out, Dan. Let me know if it does. Let me touch a little bit on the flips here. We did sell all of those amulets of torture here, so we're going to go ahead and collect that. We made a pretty good profit off that. 115k, currently our best flip so far. We also have the Guthan's armor sets. Very, very nice. Excuse me, my throat is like all dry already. It's been so long since I've had one of these streams, so thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to do the Ancestral Hats next as recommended by Citizen23. So we're going to give these a shot here, see if we can get a good margin on them today, and I really, really hope we can. Yeah, it looks like the margin's going to be actually quite decent today. We'll go ahead and list a few of those, and we're going to list them, let them do their thing. They might take a little bit of time, but it's not really a problem. We also got those necklaces of Anguish, so we're going to turn those around and sell them for 12,310k each, and we'll let them do their thing. Dude, my commentary is so off. That's what's so funny. It's like, when you don't stream for a while, you kind of forget, like, the stream vibe, right? And you forget how to do the commentary that you've done in the past. But anyway, we're going to do the Din's Bulwark next. We're just flipping some very casual items today. We're going to take it easy, just buy and sell a few items back and forth. We're not really in a rush today. I'm hoping we can make some good profit, of course. I'm always hunting for profit on these live streams. But you know what? It's not always the goal to make profit on these streams. I mean, of course, who doesn't love to make profit? But my main goal is to teach you guys how to flip with your cash stack and answer any flipping questions you might have during these live streams. The flipping is just, it's just background visuals, right? That's basically it. But of course, ask me any questions you guys have about flipping or money making in old school RuneScape, and I'd be happy to help you out. Now, we've got an absolute banger of a margin on the Elder Malls. I don't think it's actually going to hit. but we are going to give it a shot here. I really do hope it does hit because we're almost down a mil alone on margin checks. So that's actually a lot of money lost to margin checks today. So I'm going to hope we can actually make some good money off of it. And we'll see what we can do here. And we'll adjust the offers. We'll keep everything nice and smooth and efficient as we normally do, guys, of course. And we'll see if we can turn out with any luck there. Lewinteg says, at 60 mil, it would be worth making one, or would it be worth making one of my alts members to sit literally at the GE so I can do active flips and passive flips. As of now, skilling on the main, doing passives, and leaving to go to the GE after a while. Basically, Lewinteg, it's pretty easy, okay? So, here's what I would recommend, right? Flip on your main account and see how much money you're making on your main from active flipping alone, right? So how much are you averaging per hour on your main? And then after you get that number, let's just say, for example, it's maybe 1 mil an hour, you have to think, like, how much time am I going to put into RuneScape within these next 14 days? If you think you can make more than the bond is worth in that time frame, then it is worth investing into a bond and putting a bond on another account to actually go ahead and flip. If you don't know if you're going to be able to, then don't do it. It's really that simple. If you think you can make more than 7 mil in that time frame, then definitely go ahead and bond that account. It'll also be good experience as well. I'm flipping with 100 mil, says Tyler Coleman. Thanks to you. Tyler, I'm so glad to hear that, man. I think that's been a recent gain of yours, right? That 10 mil cash stack, or not 10 mil, excuse me, 100 mil. Congratulations on the 100 mil cash stack. Those triple digit millions, when I first got that, triple digit million stack, I was so happy. So I hope you are too, and I hope you're continuing to flip and extending that cash even further, man. That would just mean the world to me. SS says, I'm making my main a Rune Dragon alt plus an active flipper. I'm assuming you're using another account for the active flips. That is an incredible, incredible idea. You're going to make so much money per hour like that, because the nice thing about having a Rune Dragon alt or a Brutal Black Dragons alt or something like that, or just another alt that's, doing some PVM in game, making you some money, is that money is fairly consistent, right? You're going to make a pretty consistent profit on that alone. So the flipping profits on top of that are going to put you at a nice GP per hour. So in my opinion, playing 2 accounts is best. Anything more than 2 accounts can get a little bit overwhelming. So I don't know. That's just my 2 cents. Typically, I only flip on 1 during the live streams, but we've got a very, very special live stream coming to you guys this week. We'll probably do it on Friday. I haven't decided a day yet, but the stream's going to be amazing, so I hope you guys can tune into that one. And of course, if you guys want to know when we're doing that stream, be sure to join us in our Discord group with the link in the description below. We would love to have you in there. It's basically a Discord group dedicated to flipping and money making in old school RuneScape, and whether you're a beginner flipper or an experienced flipper, we would love to have you in there. I feel like a lot of our members teach each other new items to flip and just new strategies as well. Oh, by the way, as well, be sure to drop a like. Thank you. Was that too cheesy, guys? Let me know. Citizen23 says, I've got to go. I'm harvesting my crops before the snowfall. Citizen23, good to see you, man. Thank you for stopping by and saying hi. And, yeah, good luck with your harvest, man. Hopefully it doesn't snow on you. It's like, my throat is so dry today, guys. Whew. That's what I get for not being live a few days. Hey, I'm curious. How does the microphone sound, guys? How does the new microphone sound? I hope it's really crisp and easy to hear. Just let me know. I mean, I'm so happy to have this new microphone set up. And look at this boom arm. I'm telling you, man. It's amazing. It's truly amazing. So hopefully the new audio sounds really nice, and you guys enjoy it. And we basically got all of our offers in here today. These Ancestral Hats have been buying, albeit they have been buying a little bit slowly. These Carol's leather, or not leather tops, Carol's armor sets, we do need to cut back on those just a little bit. I don't really think we're making a ton of money on those. We are getting a good margin, but it's not something that's worth sitting on for too long, you know what I mean? So we're going to cut back on that. We still have 607 mil in the stack. I really think that it's time for us to start flipping on 2 accounts for every single live stream, because we just have too much GP sitting idly, and it's really hurting our GP per hour. So I think after this stream and all future streams, streams. We're going to be doing more than one account at once. The mic is amazing, says SS-Kappa NZZ. Oh, you threw a little name change in there. Very, very nice. Fenris says, pretty good. I've left a suggestion in the Discord for you. Fenris, thank you, man. I know Fenris is like the audio expert, so definitely going to take you up on your tips, man. I'm so glad the microphone sounds good. Like I was saying earlier in the stream, using an audio interface is something that's completely new to me. I've never done it before. So, like, any tips you guys have for making the audio sound better, I would definitely appreciate them. So, thank you guys. Abyss Laps OSRS says, I found you yesterday from the video explaining how to flip big items. Then this morning, I flipped my first 8 sides. Yo, congratulations, Abyss, man. That's amazing. Also posted it in the Discord, not new to flipping, just new to those big boy items. Abyss, thanks for joining us, man. I'm so glad you found the channel, and I hope you found that video helpful. I mean, I think, like, that was, like, one of the better videos I've definitely produced, and I feel like I've helped a lot of people with that video, so I'm so glad it worked out for you, man, and I'll check the Discord after the stream so I can see your flip. But congrats, man. I'm so glad you're starting to figure out how to flip those bigger items. My advice is don't get too cocky, because a lot of people, they flip a big item once or twice and they get all macho. They try to do bigger items, and just make sure you're advancing with your flipping level, right? Don't take too much risk. I'm a very risk-adverse flipper myself. I don't do things that are typically too risky. So again, just be careful when you're flipping, because it's not all butterflies and rainbows. Sometimes you do lose a little bit of money. Chris Hall says, buy nature runes. They're 193 right now, and they have plummeted. I personally won't be touching any high volume items for investments during this new Twitch Prime event that's come out. After like a week after the event ends, then I'll think about maybe making some investments. But for now, I'm not going to touch any items like that. But that is a pretty good suggestion, Chris. I will definitely keep an eye on those nature runes, and we'll see how that goes. Fenris, I just saw your comment as well. I will do my best. I'll definitely give those a look, man. Thank you, man. We need to make some profit today, guys. What's going on? We're going to go ahead and list the Dragon Hunter Lance next. We'll give this a look here, see if we can make some profit on it. We're currently down a lot of GP today. We're going to do the crossbow, actually. We're down a lot of GP today, and I think the reason that actually is because we've been paying a lot of money on these margin checks, man, and we haven't actually sold a bunch of our flips yet either, so I want to make sure we're actually going ahead and flipping these items instead of sitting here and talking the whole time, because, hey, this is a money-making live stream, so we better kick it into gear. We'll list a few of these Dragon Hunter crossbows, and I gotta take my jacket off real quick, guys. I do apologize, but, whew, it is hot in here, man. All right, we are back. We are back. Are we looking official? We're ready to flip at the exchange. Absolutely. Absolutely. Although we don't have the headphones on. All right. We're back in action. Ascend Winter says, thanks for selling me the crossbow, mate. Appreciate it. Hey, man, it happens, bro. It happens. Glad you could pick up a free one, man. Mage Mai says, get the guns out, my dude. You mean the chicken wings, or what you talking about, boy? Anyway, let me go ahead and see how we're doing here on the offers. I think we're going to let the Ancestral Hats sit for about another minute or so, but these Bandos Tassets, they should be about done. I don't think we're going to get any more of those. Probably the margin moved up on us, if I had to guess. So we'll go ahead and turn around and sell those. We do have these Ceradoma God Swords, which have been rotting here in the sell offer. I think we'll give them about a 10k knock, and then I think we're just going to let them sit there for a while, because typically the Ceradoma God Swords trade pretty slowly. So the thing with Ceradoma God Swords is they have a very weird trading pattern. So just be very patient when you're trying to sell those. The new mic sounds good and looks so pro. Thank you so much, Alejandro. He says, I really like the second account idea. Dude, we need to flip on 2 accounts because we have way too much GP these days sitting idle, right? We've got a bunch of flips listed here today, and we still have 384 mil in our inventory not working for us, which is a little bit of a problem. Typically, in a normal flipping session, I would be deploying that GP into some items, but on stream, I tend to not do that as much. I try to focus a little bit on, like, on the streams, I try to focus a little bit more on coaching you guys instead of making profit myself, although I would love to make some profit. I mean, can't complain about that. Sorry, I missed your comment, SS, but SS says, I tend to be conservative with my flips. I'll take a little bit less of a margin just to ensure that I sell the item. Otherwise, you can have that item that devalues very quickly, especially with Twitch Prime at the moment. Absolutely, man. That is a good point, to be honest, because here's the thing is, you don't want to let your flips sit too long, because I was actually thinking about this today because I wanted to talk to you guys about it. One thing that's important with flipping is, and I was seeing this a lot in our Discord, so I just want to make sure we clear it up a little bit. The thing with flipping, guys, is when you're flipping, if you're making like 500k an hour with you know, a 100 mil cash stack, that's not really a good return, right? So flipping is not only about being able to buy and sell an item for profit, it's also about how quickly and efficiently you're able to do that. So I'm so glad you actually brought that up, SS, because I did actually want to talk about this a little bit. So flipping efficiency is half the battle. It's not just about how much you're going to make on a margin, it's how quickly can you actually buy and sell that item in the end at the end of the day to make a profit from it. So just make sure that you're not sitting on offers for too long, especially like, for example, if you've got a bunch of Ceradome and God Swords listed for only a 25k margin, it's probably not really worth your time. Like 25k on a Ceradome and God Sword is not really a great flip. On top of that, just make sure that you're keeping that like kind of like that time frame in mind. I'm not really doing a great job of explaining it, but you just make sure that the flips you're doing are making you enough money within the time frame that you're flipping them. I think that's really the point. Anyway, hopefully I didn't ramble on too much there. SS says, honestly, the best approach is the 2 accounts, 1 flipper and moneymaker AFK like Ruined Dragons, or 2 flippers depending on what your goals are. Typically, I would be taking 2 accounts to the exchange, as I have, I would say, above average flipping experience. Chris Hall says, what about Twisted Bucklers, says Mage Mize. We'll give those a look here in a minute, man. Chris Hall says, how high/low do you buy and sell items above or below margins, or do you straight up go for the margin values? Very good question coming in from Chris Hall. If it is a high margin item, then typically what I'll do is I'll list right on margin or 1 GP above margin on my buy, or below on the buy and sell. And if it's any item that's high volume, I'll typically do that as long as it doesn't make my margin less than 3 GP. And if it's an item like the Carol's Armor set or something that has a little bit more value, then I'll usually undercut by like 500 GP, 1K. It seems to be typically a good amount to do it by. But anyway. You can tell my explanations are a little bit fuzzy. I've had a couple Miller Lights today. Not sponsored, but it is what it is, boys. It's football Sunday here in the United States, and typically Americans like to drink. Let's see. We've got Fenris. He says, I always go and try to do the fast turnovers on items. Larger margins are nice, but being able to send more buy offers through does me well. I would agree, but just make sure you're not doing it, too extremely, right? You don't want to do that too many times you don't want to make a massive cut in the margin, right? Because then you're not making up for the margin check as much, and you're really degrading your profits. But hey, just keep in mind that when you're flipping on the exchange, it's you versus everyone else, right? So it's basically you above all. And I know that sounds like a really toxic mindset, but at the end of the day, like, you don't know the people you're flipping against, right? And you know what? It could be your best friend, or it could be a random guy just trying to flip on the Grand Exchange as well. So you have to keep that in mind, that it's, at the end of the day, secure your profits before having someone else secure their profits above you. Thomas says, first time I catch you stream in 2 weeks. Good to see you hide prices now. Thomas, good to see you, man. Thank you for stopping by. And thank you for tuning in. We've got a new microphone, Thomas, so hopefully it sounds pretty good. Like I said earlier, though, we're still getting used to using it, although it just sounds super official, guys. Like, I just love, like, touching this thing, like, the I don't know how to explain it, but the boom arm is just really fun to play around with, and it seems super official. So, anyway, enough of that. Let's go ahead and sell these Elder Malls here. I actually don't remember what we were getting these off for. I think that's about right. These could have completely crashed on us, I gotta be honest. I'm really not sure what we were getting these off for, but we're gonna see if we can have any luck with them. Tyler Coleman says, how healthy does the vial stack look like? Oh, it looks good. I think we're at 22 million vials of water currently, and we're only stonking up from there. And we just turned a profit on the stream today, guys. Thank goodness, man. It seems like it's been a little bit too long into the stream since we've turned one. So we just got that in there. We're 8K in profit now, and now this is where the fun happens, right? This is where we really excel our profits into the next level. Benny says, what happened to the Justiciar armor set? You know what? We're going to give it a shot right now, actually. But Benny says, last I checked them, they were 42 million, and now they're 50 million GP. So that's actually a good question. Now, my guess with these armor sets is people probably are using the Twitch Prime event on some of their Rune Dragon alts, right? They're cashing in on that free membership, which drove the price of the Justiciar armor sets back up. Now, I actually thought that... So this was actually a prediction I had for the first time that the Twitch Prime event came around, but I didn't invest in any because I was afraid. And when Twitch Prime came out, the Justiciar armor sets continued to trend down in price. So I was like, maybe they actually didn't use the Justiciar armor sets at the Rune Dragons, or like the people didn't use that Twitch Prime on their Rune Dragon alts. And to me, it was very surprising, right? And it looks like this Prime, that actually might be the case. It seems like people are using their Twitch Prime on Rune Dragon alts, and they're buying Justiciar armor sets to put onto those accounts. Again, that is just a theory. This is not proven or anything. These are just like these little theories I come up with that justify market movements. Again, I do think I have a good amount of flipping and investing experience here in old school RuneScape, but I am far from the best. I'm still learning. It's just my opinion on what I think is probably happening. So hopefully that can help you out, Benny. It helped me out, and when I was looking at it originally. And I'm actually glad you pointed that out, because otherwise I wouldn't have noticed it myself. So and we've got those Ancestral Hats coming in very, very nice. We're happy to grab those. I think they did move up a little bit in margin on us, guys, but that's fine. We'll cycle back into them. Abyss says, you just showed margin, by the way. Yeah, sometimes, like, when I hit the history, I have to show the margin. There's not really a good way around it, so... Anyway, that's just what I went ahead. Sometimes, like, if I hit history, you're going to see the margins for a brief minute, but I typically adjust the buy prices anyway after I do that, so it's not usually the end of the world. But yeah, we started to cover margins now, even though I think the problem I'm having is I don't want to cover margins, but I feel like I have to, because these streams are, a lot of people are tuning into these now, which I mean, obviously that's amazing. Thank you guys for watching, but recently I've had to start covering the margins, but I guess it's a good problem to have, but I don't like to do it because I like to coach people through how to manage certain margins and items, and it's a lot easier when people can see the price listings on how to do it. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoy it anyway, and I'll do my best to talk through any investment ideas, flipping strategies, literally any flipping questions you guys have. Let me know. I love talking about flipping. I've been flipping in old school RuneScape for about 4 years now, and that's really all I do in the game these days is flip items. And I know that sounds pretty crazy to a lot of you, but it's my favorite activity in game. I don't know why it is. I just enjoy it so much, and RuneScape's my favorite game to play just for flipping, which is, I don't know how my brain works that way, but it does, okay? 33 people. Welcome, everybody. If you guys are enjoying this stream, do me a huge favor and please drop a like. It really does help me out a ton here on YouTube and helps me out a bunch. Like, we just hit 3K subscribers recently, and it would just mean a lot if you left a like, especially if you are enjoying it. And on top of this, you can join us in our Discord group as well. There's a link in the description below for that, and we'd love to have you in there. Tons of comments today. Welcome, everybody. Ryan Reynolds says, why is part of the screen censored? I'm censoring part of the screen to cover the margins. That way people can't overcut me or undercut me on my sell offers. Tyler, good to see you, man. Good to see you, and I'll see you next time on the stream, bro. Thank you for stopping by, man. Do appreciate it. We had Chris Hall with a really nice comment as well. He says, it's awesome to see everybody else who uses RuneScape as a stock exchange game. I used to kill dragons, now I sit in one spot for 8 hours. Chris, tell me about it, man. Yeah, I used to be really into the game. Like, I still am, obviously. Sometimes I actually do play the game, surprisingly. To some of you, that's a shocker, I guarantee. But yeah, I mean, this is my favorite part of the game, the finance side, the economics side. It's by far my favorite part. It's become my favorite part, and you guys are like, what do you do with all the gold? Do you sell all the gold? Like, what are you doing? No, I've never sold gold in the game. I don't break any in-game rules. I basically just try to build up my cash stack as much as I can and see how much money I can make. That's literally it. It's all for fun, and it's all to show you guys how I do it and my personal strategies on how I get there. And we've been coming out with so many videos recently, so thank you guys for tuning in and just supporting the content. Chris says, what is your biggest ever single item flip? Investment or flip, because they're a little bit different. As far as flips go, I had a 10.2 mil flip on a crossbow limit one time, which was really, really nice. That was back when the crossbow was like a ton of money, though. It was like, crossbow was over 100 mil at that point. So it was still pretty volatile. And then I had a Grazi flip that I flipped 2 Grazis for 15, I think it was like 15 mil or something around there. I don't know. I have the screenshots somewhere, but those are pretty old ones. I had an investment that was pretty good. I think I made like 64 mil, I believe, on a rune pouch investment, which was nice. The problem with my investment strategies is I can find the opportunities, but I don't like investing too much money in them, because if I invest too much into one item, then I can't flip like on the exchange day in and day out, right? Because a lot of my cash stack goes into that investment. So that's a little bit of a problem. And I've tried to stay away from doing any major investments at this point in time just because of that. Although I do think after the Twitch Prime event, there will be some pretty good investment opportunities. So I'll definitely keep my eyes out for those and let you guys know in the Discord group if I see anything good to flip. And if you want to see those items, then definitely join us on Discord. Also, we're having trouble with these Dragon Hunter crossbows. They've been sitting for a little bit here, which is concerning. Sorry, I have to remember that I can't go too far away from the microphone without you guys not being able to hear me. So I will do my best to stay close to it. And like I said, we're having a little bit of trouble with these Dragon Hunter crossbows. We're just going to give them a little bit of a knockdown in price. We'll see if we can make a little bit of money on those. And currently 1.3 mil in profit, 42 minutes into the stream today, guys. Welcome, everybody. I hope you are enjoying the stream. And just give me one second here. I have to turn on my AC, even though it is the dead of, like, or, no, it's not the dead of winter, but winter is slowly closing in on where I live, and it's getting colder. But, dude, when I get this commentary going, I just heat up, man. So give me 1 sec. Oh, we got the Bandos assets off. Very, very nice. Let me take a few of those. And the Rings of Suffering, very nice. 1.5 mil right when we get back to the exchange. Absolutely incredible. Now, I'm trying to remember if we actually went ahead and flipped the Abyssal Bludgeons yet. Oh, we tried to, but they didn't have a good margin, apparently. Okay, we'll stay away from those then. Now, we're going to move into some items that are just a little bit more expensive in price here. We're going to do the Ancestral Robot, and we'll see if we can get a good margin going on these. I don't really know exactly what that went for. Okay, that's perfect. No. Oh, we'll do something like that. I wish, I'm so used to talking about where the margin's actually sitting at, and I can't do it anymore, which really stinks, but anyway. So Ryan Reynolds comes in with a great question. He says, do you know of some good free-to-play low-volume flips? I finally got 10 mil, and I don't know what to do. Yeah, we'll get into some free-to-play flips for you in a minute, but I just released a free-to-play flipping guide as well, so hopefully that will help you out too. I don't know if you've seen it, but if you haven't, go check it out on my channel. It came out less than a month ago. Let me do the... I kind of want to do something that's a little bit more high volume here. We're going to do these stamina potions next, guys. Not that the stamina potion is necessarily that high volume, but it's a little bit higher volume. It's not a great margin, honestly, but we're just going to flip it anyway. It should be an easy flip. Fenris says, why not designate slots to one that you are not covering so you still have the best of both? We could technically do that. I mean, do we need to do that? Maybe. I have to think about that one, Fenris. Caleb Sarnecki popping in. He says, hey, Scapenomics, hope you had a good business trip. Missed your streams. Oh, I had a great business trip. Well, it wasn't that great. It was kind of boring, but you guys know how it is, man. It's business, straight business. I got a little bit of extra pay, so you know what? That makes up for it. But let's cut back on these Elder Moles just a little bit here. It doesn't seem like we're having a ton of success selling them off. We were having a little bit of success at first, but now we've just, all of a sudden, just nothing going through, right? So let's drop those just a little bit here. Also, we got the Dragon Hunter crossbows there as well. So we capitalized on those relatively easily. I think we're gonna go back and flip a few more of them, actually. Ryan Reynolds, thank you for subscribing, man. Welcome to the flipping team. I'm so glad to have you. Be sure to join us on Discord as well with the link in the description below. Discord is where we do like literally half the teaching on teaching people how to flip, so we would love to have you in our Discord group. And drop a like, Ryan, if you are enjoying this live stream. It really does help me out a lot, and thank you for stopping by. Keep it all covered. Flipping is a cutthroat market. SS, no kidding, man. It's all about you versus the other flippers, man. Water Dump says Mike Lapenda. Good to see you, man. ZWP Records. Good to see you as well. 36 people in here, guys. What is going on? That is a lot more than I expected to get. Welcome, everybody, to the stream today. And be sure to drop a like if you're enjoying it. It does help me out a lot. We've got Jay Holmes subscribing as well. Welcome to the flipping team, Jay Holmes. Good to have you, man. We just finished up on those just this year armor sets as well. An incredible flip on those guys. Let's go ahead and sell a few of them here. Those actually bought up a lot faster than I expected, so that's good. Let's see. Oh, Chris Hall, I read your question. I just have not said it out loud yet. He said, sorry to spam your chat, but what are you using to track all those stats? Is that GE Tracker? No, it is not GE Tracker. It is a plugin called Flipping Utilities, and it is found in the RuneLight client. Trust me, Chris, if you're not using this plugin, you've got to use it, man. It is amazing. It just keeps track of all your flips. And look, it's not even my flips from today, right? I can show you my flips from all time. Well, that's not right because wait, you know why it is? It's because I did a name change. That's why it's not tracking all of the profits here. But I can show you. So it's that plus, where is it? There it is. There it is. There's the account. I've actually made more than that, but I've cleared my history a couple times while using this plugin. And this plugin's only been out for a couple months, so we've been having a pretty good run here. We gotta switch back to our other account. Hold on here. So we did go through a recent name change as well. Yeah, the plugin is actually great for motivation too. That's correct. Another plugin that I do suggest you guys use is the bank value tracker. And the reason I suggest you guys use that is because that is the most accurate price tracker that you can have. So what I recommend is every time that you do a flipping session before you start, click add to the bank value plugin. And then after your flipping session, hit add again. And then just keep doing that. That's going to track your profit on a graph. And you can see exponentially how much money you're going to make once you get more money in your cash stack. But anyway, be sure to join us on Discord, guys. There's a link in the description below. We just love to have you in there. It's a great place to see when we're going live, and we teach a lot of flipping on there as well, and we'd love to have you. We also have an in-game clan chat as well. If you join our clan chat at Scapenomics, just like our YouTube name, you can just join us in there, and we'd love to have you in there. Anyway, enough of the self-promotion. I do apologize. Let's get back into the flipping here. We did get one Justiciar armor set off and the Staff of the Dead. We're currently at 1.8 mil in profit so far. No luck on the Ancestral Road Bottoms yet, which is a little bit of a tragedy. But it's actually not that big of a deal. We'll actually just bump that up just a little bit, and we'll see if we can get something good going on those. We do want to walk away with a profit on those, though, since we did pay a relatively high margin check cost. But I'm not worried about it. I think we'll be able to get a few. Chris says, oh my, I need this plugin. How have I been flipping without that? Dude, it changed the game of flipping, Chris. It changed the game. And it's not like an old plugin. It came out very recently. We also just got some of those Carol's armor sets off, so that's really, really nice. Let me think of another item we can go actually cycle into. I do want to go ahead and check out some of these Zamaraki and Hostas. We're going to see if we can get a few good flips on these going. I do like flipping the Hostas and the Spears, and the reason I like doing that is the Hosta is actually used in the Dragon Hunter Lance, so it gives it a little bit more demand. It has a pretty good use, and not a ton of them are brought into the game, right? Like, of course, people are doing, the Zamorak boss all the time, right? But not as much as, Bandos comes into the game. Although I would say Bandos is a little bit higher demand of an item. You're typically not going to have as much competition on the Hostas as you would with the Bandos gear, just in my experience. Anyway, let's go cycle on to some Primordial Boots as well. You guys know that I do really like flipping these Primordial Boots, and recently with all of the, with the leagues going on, with all the prime botting, item prices have been very funky, right? And I do feel like the Primordial Boots are one of those items that actually excels in this environment, because it's an item that has a higher limit, but also has high demand. And when that is the situation, when events like leagues 2 happen, or there's a lot of botting happening, these prices fluctuate a fair bit, and you can make a lot of money on some of these offers. ZWP Record says, do you think that Zulrah scales will keep going down? My guess is Zulrah scales will be at their lowest point at the end of the Twitch Prime botting event, and then for the last week or so, they're going to stabilize out, and then my guess, again, this is just a guess, I don't want you guys to take this as investment advice or anything like that, but my guess after that, they'll probably start trending upwards in price, especially since we have, it's not confirmed, there's no date for it confirmed yet, but we do have, the Old School RuneScape coming to Steam somewhere on the timeline. I'm pretty sure that Old School RuneScape is going to come to Steam, so that's just another thing to keep in mind. And that's going to drive Zulrah scale price, because obviously if Old School RuneScape comes to Steam, there's a lot of new players coming to the game, and a lot of new players, they want to get their hands on a blowpipe, right? So I think that'll drive price. But again, that could be months and months down the line, so I would not invest on that information. It does some neat stuff, says Fenris. I think he's referring to the plugin here, Flipping Utilities, my favorite plugin. Thank you so much. Dude, the guy who made the plugin, Gamers Rise Up, amazing guy, man. He's in our Discord group. Dude, he is a lifesaver, man. Belil actually helped out with the plugin as well, so let's credit him as well. But they've just made an incredible plugin that I love using, so I want to honor them real quick. But anyway, Fenris says, I struggle with some sort of short-term memory loss to the point that I will occasionally forget buy prices, from doing price checks to making the offer. The plugin adds a button for your custom offer to autofill your price check. Yes, it does. It is extremely, extremely nice. And it's honestly a game changer for flipping. I mean, if you're not using this thing to flip, I don't know what you're doing, man. let me go ahead and do the Ring of, I think we haven't, no, we did the Rings of Suffering. Let's go ahead and give the, let's go do the Bandos stuff again. The Armadillo, you know what was really good yesterday was the Armadillo crossbow. Absolutely crazy, crazy item. This thing yesterday, I saw, I think Ascend Winter, I don't know if you're still in here, man, but he was flipping this thing yesterday for, I think, like 500k margins. It was crazy. And then once I saw that, I was like, I have to flip that at some point today. And I actually went ahead and did flip it. And I also made like 300k margins. It was insane. So thank you, Ascend Winter, for pointing that out to me. Yeah, if you're still in here, I'm not sure if you are, but anyway, let's go ahead and list a few of these here. Hopefully we can actually succeed on those. 601k margin an hour ago, says Ascend Winter. Good to see you, man. That's crazy. Oh my god. What has been going on with this thing, man? Oh, Gemfully, good to see you. Gemfully stopping by. Guys, if you didn't know, Gemfully, also known as Olivia Gemma here in our chat, is actually a Twitch streamer as well. She does, I think she does variety content over on Twitch. She's a great streamer as well. I've actually find her streams very entertaining. And I'm not just saying that, like, she's actually entertaining. So, Twitch TV/Gemfully, I believe. GEMFULLY? Anyway. Chris Hall says, I've watched a lot of Link's Ocarina, Rarg, and Jimmy recently, but this might be my new favorite YouTube channel, honestly. Chris, man. Chris, dude. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. You know, I think you guys know I always get very excited when I get positive feedback. So thank you, Chris, man. I put a lot of effort into my content. And of course, like, you know, I'm not a big channel or anything, but I really love my community. I love what we've grown here. And, you know, the growth has never been fast for my channel, but I've always enjoyed it throughout this entire experience. So thank you, Chris. I do appreciate that positive feedback, man. Mage Mice says, yeah, I did that today. Only a 90k margin. Dude, Mage Mice, you're getting robbed, man. Dude, I've just... So, Mage Mice, he's in our Discord group. He's actually one of our more active members, I would say. And he has a big Master Wand investment that, unfortunately, is not trending in the right direction for him. So, can we get an F in the chat for Mage Mice? I'll give you one, man. We need an F in the chat. Also, let's talk a little bit about the flips here. Let me see. Let me go ahead and sell some of these. Mage Mice, if you don't mind sharing how much you're down on that item, I would love to hear how much you're down currently. Obviously, it's an unrealized loss as he hasn't sold the item yet, I don't think. But thanks for all the Fs, guys. Do appreciate the contributions on that. You're not a wizard, Harry. Yo, that's some BM right there. Oh, we just passed the 2 mil mark as well, guys. Gem just putting anything but an F in the chat. I see you, Gem. I see you. Also, let's take a look at these flips here. The Staffs of the Dead. Here's the thing, is we sat on the Staffs of the Dead for quite some time, and then we eventually sold one. So I think we're just going to sit on those for a little bit. Poor Luna coming in with the trade. He's got a bunch of vials of water, or she, excuse me, has a bunch of vials of water for us. What the fuck? Yo, what? Are you serious? 545,000 vials of water coming in from poor Luna. 1.6 mil worth of vials. That is insane. That is insane. Thank you so much, poor Luna. Holy cow, I really appreciate that. We're going to add that right into our vial of water stack, guys. Let's take a look at what that stacks like. 23 million vials of water. Soon, we will get to 100 mil, I'm telling you. We're almost a quarter of the way there. Dude, this is my biggest item collection in my entire, you know, gaming career. I've never held an item like this before. 23 million vials of water. And by the way, those are all viewer donated items. I never ever once bought vials of water for that stack. That is all donations that have been made in the past 4 years throughout my streaming lifetime and my channel lifetime. So thank you guys for all the vials of water donations. It's actually incredible. Like how generous you guys have been with that. Anyway, enough of that. This is a flipping live stream. Let's not get a little bit too distracted. Man, dude, I'm loving this new microphone. How do you guys like this new microphone? I need a couple audio adjustments to make it sound a little bit better. I do know that that is the case, and I will work those out through the next couple of weeks, the next couple of days, however long it takes. But again, I really love this new microphone. Posting it in the Discord general. Join the chat to see. Thank you, Mage Mize. Appreciate that. 30 viewers, welcome everybody. If you are enjoying the live stream today, be sure to drop a like. Honestly, it really helps me out a lot, and it just shows me you guys are enjoying the content. I think, what stream number is this, like 185 maybe? We've had so many of these live streams in the past, so it's just another one of those days, man. We're going to be coming up on the 200th live stream soon, which is just insane. Did you guys see that? The water like splashed back and like hit me in the face. Anyway, we're good. All of a sudden, these ancestral road bottoms started buying. Maybe they're crashing on us. We'll have to see. Also, I don't know what to do about these Elder Malls because we've made so much money on them. We're like 740k on the Elder Malls, and we've only sold off half of them. So it's kind of an interesting situation we're in on those. I think we're going to cut it back just a little bit here. Not by too much. We'll definitely still be in the green when we go to sell those, but the second half of the profit won't be as good. By the way, guys, be sure to join us on Discord with the link in the description below. I know I say it a lot, but we're going to have a really, really fun stream. I think we're going to do it this upcoming Friday, okay? And trust me, you're not going to want to miss it. It's going to be probably one of the craziest flipping sessions we've ever had in any of the live stream history, so maybe besides the 24-hour, okay? It wasn't as crazy as the 24-hour live stream, but just go ahead and tune into the Discord and check it out, because that live stream is going to be really, really fun, and I hope you guys can tune into it. So anyway, we've been sitting on these Primordial Boots for a little bit too long. I actually kind of forgot about them. We're going to turn around and sell these. I do expect them to sell pretty quickly, because if we haven't bought any within the past 10 minutes or so, then the price must have gone upwards. And I was correct. We basically instantly sold them. We'll see what we got on those. Yeah, 950, so a little bit less than 100k on each of those. 2.3 mil in profit so far, guys. Really solid session. Should we flip something a little bit riskier? Not sure, but anyway. We still have some of these Armadillo crossbows. Well, I guess we'll use this open slot to sell a few of them. And then maybe we'll take a look at some of those hostas, since we did finish the limit on those hostas, but we haven't sold any yet, which, I don't know, it seems a little bit concerning to me. I don't know about you guys. Wait, Elder Mall is 700k? No. The Elder Mall profit is 700k, Pumpkin Face. Pumpkin Face, it's been a while, man, since you've been here, man. Good to see you. I have water for you, says Chris Hall. Okay, I will back out of the exchange here, guys. By the way, we flip in World 321 if you guys are curious. Anytime I am live on YouTube, I am in World 321. And anytime I'm basically playing the game, I'm in World 321. So if you guys want to join me at the exchange, bank stand next to me. First of all, join us in the clan chat Scapenomics. And second of all, go to World 321. Now we have Holes Angel. I actually like that name. That's pretty funny. Holes Angel coming in with the 13,000 vials of water. Thank you so much, Holes Angels. Appreciate that, man. We'll add that to the vial of water stack. And I assume you're Chris Hall as well. So thank you for all the vials, man. And the kind words. I do appreciate that. ZWP Record says, are you doing a 12-hour stream around Xmas, bro? I don't think so. Did I say I was going to? Queen Saraha popping in with the Elder Mall comment. Yes, Saraha. So it's funny because I used to flip Elder Malls and then I stopped flipping them because I'm like, they're trash. And then Saraha's like, Scapenomics, give it another chance. And I did. And it's actually pretty good. So, thanks for that, Saraha. Appreciate that. And good to see you. Dude, the sad thing is, see, my friend came over, right? And we drank all the Miller Lights, dude. Feels bad, man, okay? I was watching football too early in the day. We drank all the Millers. Now what am I going to do? Oh, no, I didn't? Okay. But ZWP, we might have a longer stream, again. I've got a really, like I've said, this upcoming Friday, we've got a really fun stream planned. So definitely stay tuned to the Discord to check that one out. We're currently 2.7 mil in profit, almost 2.8 mil, guys, and we just passed the hour mark. We also need to change the offer on this Zimrocky and Hosta. We haven't sold any of them yet, so we gotta be a little bit careful with that. Is Fenris, are you still in here? Let's see if you're... Oh, snap. We got a $2 donation coming in from Saraha. He says, have any beers? I don't, man. I drank all of them earlier. I was just saying that. I drank all the beers earlier. Unfortunately, like, this one's empty. Sadly, I do apologize for that. You guys like to get a little bit rowdy on the stream sometimes, okay? I know what it's about. Fenris, I'm going to message you on Discord. Maybe you can help me with a couple audio settings or something like that, just to make it sound a little bit more professional, you know? Of course, if you'd like to. You don't have to or anything. But maybe I can just bounce a couple questions off you over the next day or two. And we've got a nice little margin, I think, on those Kodais. It's not really anything too good, but it's good enough. Fenris, thank you, man. One of my longtime viewers. Good to see you, man. Let's go ahead and list 4 of those Kodais. Next time, my guy. Saraha, I'm sorry. I do apologize. Yeah, next time, 100%. I already had a few. Maybe you can tell. Great. I have that plugin now, and it says I've invested in water. I think you can, you might be able to, like, clear off the items off here. I don't know exactly how to do it, but, anyway, not sure. Yeah, it definitely thinks you bought into those, though. And look, we got those Elder Malls off. Almost 4 mil in profit, guys. What a session today, man. Whew. What a session today. Let's go ahead and sell some of these Ancestral Robe Bottoms. I did not expect this. Like, the stream started, and it's not like we weren't making money, but, like, it was going pretty slowly at the start. Good to see that things have picked up a bit. Let's maybe cycle into those Pegasian boots as well. We'll see if we can get any money on those. And we'll sell those back. No shave November, sir. Dude, if this was my growth, for like 2 weeks, I'd be embarrassed. No, I mean, I can't grow facial hair to begin with, so I'm not gonna try. I mean, as much as I would, if I could actually fill out facial hair, then I would do no shave November, but the problem is I can't. And then I look really odd because I have this like half-filled mustache, and it's just like, I gotta shave it, man. I've just been lazy, okay? I haven't shaved it, okay? Get off my back. Kidding, of course. No, I just got home yesterday, so I haven't shaved the facial hair yet, so anyway. I look like a baby. Let me do the... We still have 451 mil. I actually do want to try the Guardian Boots. Now, I know Saraha is someone who does the Guardian Boots a good amount, so we'll give these a shot here, see if we can make anything. Dude, I challenge you to no shave November. Dude, Saraha, if I did like YouTube or content like full time, I would 1000% be down, but I have to get on like video meetings for work, so I can't really like do no shave November because it's just this like really awkward patchy mustache and beard. Otherwise, I'd be so into it, but unfortunately I can't really do that, which is really sad. People are like, you're not participating? I'm like, dude, I can't grow, like, one hair on my body. Anyway. Mage Mai says, I'm back. I had to go wipe my tears because of reminiscing my wand investment. Feels bad, Mage Mai. Feels bad, man. Let me see here. We've got a good amount of flips listed here. We do have these Pegasian boots buying up pretty quick, and we do have a Kodai as well. I think I'm going to use this extra slot that we currently have on the Grand Exchange to go ahead and sell some items. It seems like it'd be good to, like, offload some stuff here. Ew. Oh, I thought we just passed the 3 mil mark, but we're actually about to pass the 4 mil mark. Let me see here. There we go. I'm about to play Cold War GL Scape. Thank you, Saraha, and have fun with the new Call of Duty game. Imagine playing Call of Duty, though. Call of Duty over RuneScape? Please. Please. Those graphics are too good for me. Kidding, of course. I think Call of Duty is actually, it probably, like, I know Call of Duty gets hate from now and then, but also keep in mind that Call of Duty has, like, been the #1 shooter game for, like, 15 years. So, anyway. What do you do for a living in real life flipping? Dude, I wish. Like, what I was thinking is, like, if I could ever take, like, YouTube or live streaming full time, then I would probably, like, trade actual stock or try to learn how to. I mean, I know a lot of people do it and lose money, and it's a very difficult field to begin with, but I would probably try to do that and stream full time. That would, like, be my goal, but no. Currently, I work in customer support, so anyway. Oh, yes. Yeah, actually, Lewintag, you're right. It is CSGO. You're right. Don't let me lie. Don't catch me lying on these streams. I think, though, that Call of Duty is the top revenue or top grossing, I believe. I just zoned out for a minute. That's some nutty profit this quickly. Absolutely, Fenris. I don't know what's happening. We're just getting really lucky on the exchange today, I think. But we'll take it, man. We always take those. Okay, we're gonna list those Kodai wants as well. Flip's going really, really well right now, so very happy to hear that. Yeah, I basically answer phones. It's not the most glorifying job, but you know what? It pays the bills. Really trying to get to this 4 mil mark here, man. We're like, we basically gained like 3 mil in maybe 10 seconds. Like, it was so odd. Now, it was obviously longer than 10 seconds, but I would say within a 30-minute span, we made like 3 mil. I'm gonna have to watch the replay because it just feels like we made an insane amount of money really quick. Let's put the jacket back on, boys. And see, I can bring the microphone up here and still talk to you guys while I put it on. Much better. Much, much better. This boom arm is incredible. I feel like really professional, even though I'm not. Literally like a 3K YouTuber. I'm not professional. Oh wow, he has real life black elegant. No, this is the Twisted League set, bro. Okay. Definitely no. This ain't no black elegant. Let me tell you, that stuff's worth nothing. Enjoy the flips, bro. Make those margins. SS, I will do my best. Thank you for tuning in today. It seems like you're about to hop out if you're saying that. So thank you for stopping by. We're going to get to this 4 mil mark as quickly as possible. I don't think we're having any luck with the Ancestral row bottoms now, though. But we did get another Kodai, so we'll definitely go ahead and flip that. I think we'll take some of our items right now, guys. We'll actually put sell offers in. No reason in particular. Like, we just had a great session so far, so let's go ahead and try to sell some of these things off. I'm hoping that these Guardian boots sell, although I'm not super confident. This is a really big margin on those. We'll also turn around these Primordials as well. And I think we should be able to get, like, I think it was advertising over 100K on those, but I'm not super confident in that. And by the way, this is actually a great example. I'm glad this is happening. The Staffs of the Dead here, as you can see on screen, these are selling off really, really slowly, but we are on margin. So just keep that in mind. If you are flipping these Staffs of the Dead, expect them to be very, very slow. It looks like this has been a slow item all day. And I know that this did crash in price last night as well. It does look like it's maybe on an upward trend, although it's really, really slowly on an upward trend. But just keep that in mind. I guess it's important to remember speeds of certain items. Like, if an item has a certain volume, then you don't want to make sure you're pushing it, like you're not selling the flip too quickly, right? The Staves of the Dead are not one of the highest volume items, obviously. They kind of trade at the same speed as the Staves of the Light. That's not surprising, but I don't know the exact volume, but we did just sell another one, so that's interesting. And wow, we are making some insane profits right now. I don't know what is going on, but we are just making bank, and we're not even like trying that hard. Which is insane. This is why I love flipping so much. It's just such an easy passive moneymaker. Like, you can put these items in and just let them sit for so long, and you'll just make such a good dollar on these things, man. Like, you cannot even argue that we're putting a ton of effort into these right now, can you? Like, because we're really not. And look at this. You see the Dragonfire Shield as well? Another Rune Dragon alt item. So that's important to, I think, that's a really important thing to know for the next Twitch Prime event, that these item prices are just increasing in price. It's like the Dragonfire Shield and the, what was it, the Justiciar armor sets, they're just going right up in price. Definitely we'll keep that in mind during the next Twitch Prime event that we get. Chris Hall asks, with choosing items to flip, do you have a regular go-to, or do you have regular go-to ones, or are you live tracking? Nope, basically what I do is, we're at 5 mil? What the Dude, we're making straight bank today. We're making 4.2 mil an hour. This is insane. Anyway, what a great session so far, and I haven't even flipped anything that's considered, in my opinion, high margin. So this has been really great so far. Also, Chris says, when choosing items to flip, do you have regular ones, or do you do live tracking? So typically what I do is, since I flip a lot on the Grand Exchange, Chris, and I do have an item list, but I rarely will reference it. And the reason that is because, like I said, I flip a lot, so I typically know what items I like to flip, which ones I should avoid, and things like that. So just off the top of my head, I know like which items I'm likely to succeed on versus ones that I'm not likely to succeed on. Certain items I know like where the margin sits around. I know if something's too good to be true, if it's not good enough. It's kind of like a weird dance, right? And if you flip a lot in old school RuneScape, you'll kind of understand what I'm saying. Like, you start to figure out the patterns of certain items and what price range they typically trade around, if it's a higher value than it usually is, or a lower value. So typically, I just flip based off the top of my head. I can think of a million items, just because I've done it so much, and I know, just so many items. I mean, I'm not like bragging. I'm just saying, like, when you flip for like 4 years straight, and that's like really the only thing you do, you tend to get pretty good at it. And I think another thing that helps a lot is a lot of my content is teaching you guys how to flip as well. So I really am walking through my flipping strategy like day in and day out constantly. So I think that helps like reinforce the concept. We're just cycling into a bunch of like higher volume items here. We're going to try to pick up a little bit more profit here. I mean, we're having such an amazing stream so far, which is crazy. Tons of great viewership. Thank you guys for stopping by. On top of that, amazing profits. This has just been an insane day on the exchange today. If you guys aren't flipping, I highly recommend you get to the exchange, flip some items back and forth. Whether you're flipping with 5 mil or 10 bill, right? Doesn't matter. Just get to the exchange, trade some items. It's a really profitable day today. Another item we're going to cycle into is the Justiciar helmet. These things are really nice to flip, and I typically flip them outside of the armor set as well, right? Because I find the margins are quite good on them. We'll get a few of these. Nothing crazy on those, but we'll just let them do their thing there. 28 viewers, 24 likes. Welcome, everybody. I hope you are enjoying the stream today. Be sure to drop a like if you are. It really does help me out a lot. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this. I'm always bringing flipping content and flipping live streams to the channel for you guys to enjoy, so hopefully you do enjoy it. And on top of it all, guys, be sure to join us in our Discord group, link in the description below. We would love to have you in there, and that's basically our like main communication tool with you guys, I would say. If you want to know when we're going to have like fun live streams or drop parties and things like that, definitely join us on Discord, because that's where it all goes down. Enough of that. Is that enough advertisement for you guys? Mage Mai says, "Hey man, have a good rest of the stream. I'll list some overnights and go play Apex." Imagine that. Imagine playing Apex, man. Imagine playing Apex. Pff, please. The only shooter I play is at the Ranging Guild. That was a really bad joke. Have fun playing Apex Mage, and good luck on the win, man. Sitting back, kicking back on the exchange, my favorite thing to do in RuneScape, man. Unfortunately, we're now under the 5 mil profit mark, as we did have to pay for some margin checks, but like we did earlier in the stream, not a big deal, man. We're just going to make that up super, super easy. And anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. Let's make some bank. I'm out of water, so I'm actually going to go fill that up really, really quick. I'll be back in 1 second. Let me use the AFK screen this time. And we are back. Sorry for the delay on that one. Let me just find my flipping screen again. I think this is it. It is. And yeah, basically, we finished up on the lances while we were gone, so we're going to turn around and sell a few of those. We'll get 70 million. Yeah, I mean, I keep forgetting I can't say the prices that I'm actually selling things for anymore, which is a shame, but it is what it is. I'm just so used to it. That's why I was like about to do it. But anyway, the Dragon Hunter Lance, let's talk about that item a little bit, because something interesting happened to them, right? Is they crashed down in price pretty much right before the Prime event. And during the last Prime event, and they started crashing during the last Prime event, and they actually made a little bit of a price recovery before the next event, and now they're kind of trading sideways. They're going up a little bit in price currently, but no, not to any substantial gain or loss, really. They've been pretty stable. I would actually expect them to continue on an upward trend at this point. I do think what happened was a lot of people invested in the Lance, predicting that there would be these not just this year bots, that there would be these, what are they called? The Rune Dragon bots, or not bots, but just Rune Dragon alts, right? So I think a lot of people made investments on that, predicting that to happen. And when Prime actually came out, or even before it as well, there was just a large dump on the markets for those two items. So I think that's what happened. Again, I'm just theorizing. This is not fact or anything like that. It's just my best guess at what happened and why these items are moving in these directions. Plenty of items here listed today. We are struggling with those hostas, though. They might end up selling for a loss. I'm going to try to avoid a loss, and, you know, if I can, right, of course. But I have to see. I don't exactly remember what we bought them for. That's a little bit of a shame. I can actually look using the plugin here. Let me just see where they were going for. Looks like we were getting about 20k on them. 14,185,000. We'll let that do its thing, and hopefully we can get a few of those going. Guys, if you are enjoying the live stream today, be sure to drop a like. It really does help me out a lot. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this. I'm literally always bringing flipping guides and flipping live streams to the channel for you guys to enjoy, so hopefully you do enjoy them. And on top of it all, let me know in the live chat what you guys are flipping in old school RuneScape. I love to know the items you guys like flipping. And on top of that, if you want any suggestions about what to flip with your cash stack or what items to flip, then definitely let me know. These live streams are here to coach you guys on how to flip with your cash stack. So if you have any questions, definitely throw them my way. I'd love to help you out. I'd love to talk through those items with you, or even talk about investments with you and potential opportunities that might come up. So definitely let me know. I would say pretty solid session today so far. I mean, we're up 4.88 million GP so far. 1 minute, or not 1 minute, 1 hour and 24 minutes into the stream. 1 minute into the stream. That would be crazy, wouldn't it? But yeah, we've had a really good session so far. It's definitely not a session where we can complain about by any means. I actually did not expect the Grand Exchange to be as good as it is today. But you know what? We're doing great so far, so can't really complain too much about it. And let's just sit back, kick back, and secure these profits. You can see I'm like flipping this hair gel next to me. It's like a little tin can. And I'm just like flipping it. Flipping in the game, flipping in real life. You guys know how it is. We've got these U-logs going off as well here. We are having a little bit of difficulty on the Justiciar face guards at this point in time. I don't think it's you know, time to adjust it quite yet. If we're sitting on those face guards for maybe 8 minutes or so, then they are primed for an adjustment. But we are coming up past the halfway point on when we should adjust those items, so we just got to keep that in mind. And we're getting those hostas off as well. I don't think we're making really any... I don't think we're losing money on them, but I don't think we're making much at all. I could be wrong on that, though. No, it actually does look like we're losing money on them. Looks like we lost a little bit of money on the hostas. Not a big deal, though. We'll go ahead and sell these Dragonfire shields off as well. I don't think we lost too much on the hostas. I'm going to take a look and see how much that actually totaled to here at the end. And we'll make sure that it's nothing too bad. Yeah, 56 mil, or not 56 mil, that would be detrimental. 56,000 GP loss on these Amarakian hostas. Again, that's not too bad. Of course, I would hope for a gain, but anything less than 100k is pretty minimal. It's basically a margin check, right? So there is two downsides, though. This is a good thing to talk about. There is two downsides to actually flipping an item for a loss, though, right? Because one, you're losing GP. Obviously, that sucks. No one wants to lose GP. But on top of that, you've locked up all that gold in the flip for that entire time you were flipping the item. And if it's an expensive item, that could be a lot of your cash stack. And by holding the money in that item, that's stopping you from flipping other items. That's actually called, in economics, that's called an opportunity cost, right? Like, what's the second best option? So by something being locked up in your, or in an item, or in a flip in particular, you can't use that money. So it's a little bit of a shame, but anyway. Isaiah Wilson says, I got a 2 mil cash stack on free-to-play, trying to flip for a bond. Any suggestions? Isaiah, yeah, I can help you out, man. Thank you for stopping by to the stream today. And we do have a free-to-play flipping guide on the channel, but some items that I can recommend off the top of my head, which are probably pretty good today, are, we'll actually do one real quick on stream as well. The nature runes are pretty good. Death runes, law runes, all are really good flips that I love doing. Nature runes, law runes, death runes. What's some other good free-to-play flips? Grapes are sometimes pretty good. Just off the top of my head, that's what I can think of. And we actually might make some bank on these nature runes real quick. But anyway, hopefully those flips help you out. Swordfish are good as well. Lobsters, things like that. Very high volume items are better. We got Flacco popping in. He says, that boy lit today. Good to see you, Flacco. How do you like the new microphone, Flacco? Besides the voice crack, how do you like the new microphone? And be sure to drop a like, man, if you are enjoying as well. Where's the blue ribbon? You mean the tie? You mean the tie, baby? We got it on, man. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Isaiah says, thanks. Yeah, I mean, hopefully that helps you out, Isaiah. If you need more ideas, you can use like you can flip the steel bars, mithril bars, adamant bars, iron ore, soft clay, it's just off the top of my head items I can think of. We did a whole free-to-play flipping guide, though, recently. I typically put two of those out every year or so. That seems to be about the average. But you could definitely go check out all the free-to-play guides I have on my channel for flipping. They should help you out. Oh, U-logs as well, of course. Thank you, Fenris. U-logs would be a good flip as well. Sometimes oak logs too, but it depends. Oak logs are probably pretty good right now because I do expect that there are some Twitch Prime bots that are making planks. So I do expect that oak logs are pretty good right now. Yo, we cleared 1.7 mil on the Elder Malls. That is insanity. That is literal insanity, guys. We have 984 mil in the stack ready to deploy. This seems like one of those flipping days where it's actually better to go ahead and flip these kind of like medium cash stack items. It seems like a day where you want to flip these medium level items because they seem to be performing very, very well. Very strong margins here on today on the exchange, and they are holding very well as well. 16 to 15, and we'll list a few of those. And we'll just see how much we can make on those. Hopefully a decent one. Also, these nature runes are going... If we can sell these off, guys, we're about to make some actual bank. If we sell these nature runes, it's going to be by far the biggest flip that I've ever had on nature runes in my entire career. So, oh my god, and they're selling. And they're selling. Wow, I cannot wait to show you guys the profit on this one. Absolute insanity, man. We also got all of these magic seeds as well. It's actually pretty uncommon you fill a magic seed limit without any adjustments, and the magic seed limit is 200 every 4 hours or so, I believe. So this is quite an interesting scenario we're in on those magic seeds, and wow, those nature runes are just immediately, wow, that is crazy. How much should we just make on those? 84,000 GP on the nature runes. Now, that might not seem like a big flip, but guys, 6 GP on nature runes is very, very rare. Typically, you're only going to get 2 to 3 GP on nature runes at best. To get 6 GP, that is quite something that is extraordinary. Nature runes are a good long-term investment at the moment as well. They are, but I don't know if they're at their bottom price yet. That is the thing. It's very important when you are thinking about long-term investments that you get in at the lowest price possible, right? And the reason why nature runes give me a lot of confidence, right, and why I really like nature runes as a long-term investment in particular is there's actually a couple reasons, right? And since the Twitch Prime bots have kind of brought down the nature rune price, it's led to some good opportunities. But for one, nature runes are a free-to-play item, right? Makes it amazing because you can make free-to-play accounts that you don't have to put a bond on and still buy into the investment. So if you have like 3 or 4 accounts that don't have membership, they will help you get in on that investment, and it's perfect, right? Because you don't have to buy membership. That's one big thing. The second thing is nature runes are used for alching. And anytime nature runes go low, that means any item that you can alch is going to get more, like, it's going to have more potential profit, right? Because buying the nature runes is cheaper. So there's higher potential profit on alchs right now, which makes nature runes a really safe and good long-term investment, because nature runes will always be in high demand. Always, always, always. Because people are always alching. You don't believe me? Go to World 308. Everybody's alching. Anyway. Oh, Fenris bringing up an amazing point as well. He says, always spread across multiple items. You mitigate your losses on a bad flip that way. Absolutely. Always diversify your flips on the exchange. Any longer term viewer would know that. That's the thing, is like, if you only stick with me for one stream, like, I don't know if you're going to get all the information. It's more so like people that have stayed around for a long time really have this huge wealth of knowledge. So, and they also help me out on the stream. So thank you, Fenris. Also, bunch of comments coming in. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. I doubt they'll get much closer to 180. I suspect they bought farm at the maid shop. That's what you think. But then at the same time, like, if you thought about that way for grapes, and you thought about grapes as an investment, trust me, I have. Anyway, but if you have that mindset, like, if an item hits its lowest price, it doesn't always mean it won't go lower. You know, I could see nature runes at 170, right? 175, 170. You know, I didn't think nature runes would ever get below 200 GP, and here we are, and they're significantly lower. So just keep that in mind. Now, that doesn't mean it's necessarily a bad time to buy them. If you buy an item while it is crashing in price, and you're buying a bunch, right? You're making a very large investment. It's actually not the worst thing in the world, right? Because you're averaging your buy offer downwards, and you never know when that price is going to rebound, right? So my personal play for the nature runes would be to sit on the sidelines until the second half of Prime, and then start looking at that nature rune price. I don't think it's going to start a price recovery within the next 2 weeks. Also, we had Originalology. I think that's how I say your name. If I messed that up, I do apologize. But thank you for stopping by. He says, I just started watching. What do you think about Zulber scales right now? I think as you're saying it as an investment, similar situation on these Zulber scales. I would not personally invest in these Zulber scales at this point in time until the end of Twitch Prime. And the reason that is basically for the same reason. Lots of bots bringing Zulber scales into the game, and there's really no reason to touch them until the Twitch Prime event ends. Oh, by the way, guys, wow, we got 35 people in here. Welcome, everybody. Be sure to drop a like if you are enjoying the live stream, and ask me any questions about what to flip with your hashtag or any flipping related questions. Definitely let me know. I'd love to get them answered for you guys. We were definitely sitting back on the Grand Exchange here, flipping a few items today. We're up 5.7 mil in profit, 1 hour and 34 minutes into the stream. Really good session today. Very happy with it. But anyway, let's keep going here. We got World of RS. He says, hey, Sierra, how's it going? Good to see you, World. He says, I joined in late, but what is the important stuff that I missed? Opinions on the Ferroceptor being at 2.2 mil in the moment and Magebook at 2.5. I feel like it's going to rise soon. Absolutely not. Those items will not rise soon. We are still in the Twitch Prime event, guys. Do not invest your money yet in any botted items. I'm telling you, it is not a good idea. If you thought the same way during the first Twitch Prime event, you would be well in the red right now. Be very, very careful when you're making investments on botted items right now. I myself made the mistake on grapes, and I still have them, so it's not a realized loss, but I basically lost 100 mil flipping grapes. I'm not even kidding. I bought 3.7 million grapes at 70 GP or so, and now they're trading for like 35 GP. So I haven't sold them, so it's technically not a loss, but I'm down like 100 mil on them. So that just goes to show you've got to be very careful in the way you make investments. I definitely learned a lot from making that investment myself, and hopefully I'll improve in the future and not make the same mistakes. And I try to guide you guys as well, right? I don't want you to make the same mistakes. Be very, very careful on your investments. It's a lot of money you put on the line for those. What program are you using to stream? I use OBS to stream. How do I add background music on my stream without the mic picking up the sound? I put it through my computer so the microphone can't pick it up. Good question though, Flacco. Looks like the bone margin changed there, brother. I know, I really want to get those bones. I don't know, like, it's such a good buy price on those. I do think there was a little bit of a flash crash on the Superior Dragon Bones. If I had to guess, these might instant sell. We'll take a look. Doesn't look like it. I was wrong. And we'll grab those U-Logs and those Dragonfire Shields as well, guys. Really solid session so far. Really happy with what we've done so far here on the flipping session. We've just been making a ton of money today. Really, really strong session. Really great profits on the second half as well, which, you know, of course that makes the stream a lot better, right? And I'm just really happy with the performance. I didn't think that the GE would be that good to us today, but I was wrong. The flips, like, look at this stuff, man. Like, instant selling for, it's just crazy. Anyway, probably could have gotten a little bit more money for those, but, you know, when margins move like that, you typically don't know exactly where that's going. Anyway. Ryan Reynolds says, what's the Twitch Prime event and why is it affecting prices? That's a really good question, Ryan. Thank you for asking. So basically, the Twitch Prime event is Jagex is offering free membership for 7 days for anyone that has a Twitch Prime subscription. They've run this event in the past, but not for as short of a time frame. And basically what happens is people who run botting operations, they cash in on this free Twitch Prime because they can use the Twitch Prime on multiple accounts. So they'll make like 200 accounts and they'll all go bot a certain activity. And when that actually happens, what tends to happen is item prices crash a ton, right? Because there's so much new supply from these bots coming into the game, and there's just no demand for these items. Or there is demand, but there's not enough demand to drive the price upwards. Then that kind of makes a downward spiral, and these items crash a ton in price. So you've got to be very, very careful when making these investments, man. Sierra is feasting, I see. 2 hours in game. Hi, nerd. Good to see you, Vindes, man. Thank you for stopping by. How's the microphone sound, man? Let me know. We have Otix as well. He says, "Are mahogany planks cheap right now?" I can't get this webcam right, man. There we go. I actually don't know. I'd have to take a look at the mahogany plank price, to be quite honest. But if it's anywhere above 2K, then it's not cheap. Yeah, I don't think it's cheap right now. I would not be not be making an investment on those. I like it. Time for some ASMR. Millions of gold. I don't know if you could hear that, but anyway. Let's see here. Yeah, just again, be careful with your investments, guys. And of course, if you want more help with investments in old school RuneScape, be sure to join us on Discord with the link in the description below. We would love to have you in there. And that's a place where we not only talk about flipping in general, but we talk about investments, how to flip, flipping overnight, passive flipping, active flipping, literally everything flipping related we discuss in that Discord group. So definitely join us in there. We also just hit the 6 mil in profit mark, which is an outstanding point. I think we will be wrapping up the stream there today, but I want to make sure we do answer all the questions before we head out. But also, guys, we are at 29 likes, so if you haven't liked the video or liked the live stream so far, please drop a like. It really does help me out a lot. And I hope you guys like this new microphone, man. I know it's been a while since we've had a stream, so I'm glad you guys stopped by today and checked it out. And we've just had an absolute insane session on the Grand Exchange today. So many good flips here today. Let's just take a look. Elder Maul, 1.7 mil, absolutely insane. Just this year, armor set coming off with a 500k profit. Really, really crazy, guys. We also got the Dragon Hunter crossbows, 420k in profit. That's a meme right there in itself. But anyway, when do we get to see your setup? I'm curious. Today. I mean, I'll just take a picture and send it in the Discord after if you guys actually want to see what it looks like. It's not that cool though. I mean, it's very standard. Thanks for the streamscapenomics. Thank you so much, Ryan. He says, great stuff. Keep it going. P.S. The music or the mic sounds great. Oh, thank you, man. I'm sure the music sounds good too. And we hit the 30 like mark. Very awesome, guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think we're just gonna wrap it up here today, guys. What an incredible session. We will leave. Oh, let's look at someone undercut us on those magic seeds, man. We're gonna have to adjust these really quick. We'll make that adjustment before we log off here today. 780. Nah, I didn't say that out loud. Don't take my margin. I'm so used to saying it out loud. I don't know what to do, man. Anyway. We'll go ahead and wrap it up there. Anyway, guys, thank you for stopping by into the stream today. It really does mean a lot to me. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this. I'm always bringing flipping content and flipping live streams to the channel for you guys to enjoy. So hopefully you do enjoy it. And Jesus, I'm sorry we're just ending the stream, but thank you for popping in, man. Good to see you. We'll hit you on the next one. We're streaming tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will be live. We're coming back to our normal stream schedule again. So hopefully you guys do enjoy it. Anyway, thank you guys for stopping by today. Drop a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. 6 mil in profit!